Hello guys, hello, how are you doing? Today I thought we're going to do something slightly different. I bought this magazine from 1949 and directly translated it's called The House Mother, and I thought we should have a little flip through and talk about the stuff that are in here and see those of us who are older and maybe we still recognize some of this, maybe we're too young, maybe, I'm born 73, so yeah, 49 is a bit for me, but I started to look through it. I got up to about here and I recognized quite a few things in here. And I thought I want to take you along for the journey. So I hope you can see okay. The papers are pretty fragile and kind of rough, but in the magazine they are really smooth and kind of shiny. So yeah, let's YouTube, hi. Okay, so the first thing I reacted on is this. Not her, because we've seen that before, but this, and this is clothing that's for sale, and it's not photos, even though obviously you can, as you can see on her there, you can use photos, but it is drawn pictures, and this is for a clothing line called Kove, and the sportsman's ideal sweater, modern and practical model with zipper, nice color, pattern, soft and delightful quality, incredibly slitstark. It could take a lot of wear and tear, basically. So I thought this was kind of fun, and you get a really good view of the type of clothes you used. 1949 was trending. A lot of sports stuff, a lot of gloves and socks and stuff. Hang on a second. Continuation from page 25. This was interesting. This is page 3. Some crossword. This is also a fun. This is another advert for the clothing line here, and the brand is Väveribolaget Sandfor. So it's the woving factory Sandfor, but that's the name of it. And the little ad here is the family's talking. So the little boy named Pelle, he's saying, well, that was a nice gift, Dad. Wasn't that a nice gift, Dad? And a question mark. And Dad answered, yeah, that's exactly what I need. The boy says, and look, Dad, it's Sandfor. And Dad says, yes, shrink-free shirts is the only right thing to wear. If you wear Väveribolaget Sandfor, then you know what you have and you know what you get. 41 is always 41. And the mom pops in and says, well, then you're content, Dad. And the boy asks, Mom, do I have Sandfor? The mom answered, yes, dear. It's especially important for you who grow so fast. That's cute. So that's I think these ads are pretty much the cutest in here. And I stopped to look at this. In Sweden, we usually have pea soup with pork on Thursdays, and then pancakes for dessert. That's like a Thursday thing. It's go way back in time. So, but here this says, don't always have peas and pork for Thursday soup. There's other things that are good and nice and fun. Good or fun. It's good and fun, actually. So they have recipe for fish soup, a lamb soup, and another fish soup. And then they have something called troll apples. So basically, you boil the apples. You take out the core, you peel them, and you boil them in sugar water. And then you put a meringue on top and put them in the oven and serve with like whipped cream or ice cream or something. Here's some soap ad. Now, yes, I know it has a hole in it, but someone cut something out from the other side here. So here I can see there's a line, so they cut something out here. I don't know what, because I just bought it. It got here today. Here's something we recognize. I think you all recognize this. You can say yes to romance because Colgate says no to ... And then I thought it was going to say something, there, but it goes back here. It says no to bad breath and sad plaque, something like that. Among the most treacherous things that can happen to you is bad breath. You don't notice it yourself. Don't risk that something like that happen to you. Use Colgate's tan cream. That's interesting. It's not toothpaste, it's tooth cream. That active foam penetrates the smallest crevices between the teeth and clean efficiently. The teeth become cleaner, whiter, and the breath more fresh. Colgate for pearl white teeth and fresh breath. And there it also says a good complement to your tooth cream is Colgate mouthwater. I think it's fun that they call it tooth cream and not toothpaste back then. So that's interesting. Here they sent in some questions about what to wear and different things. Now this is interesting too. This is an ad about Sunsilk shampoo and conditioner, and I think Sunsilk still exists. I think I've seen Sunsilk in the stores not too long ago. It's an ad about carpets, Atlas carpets. And here we have Sanford again. So apparently Sanford doesn't shrink. Keep style and size in the wash. He doesn't look too happy, does he? Guess he's not wearing Sanford because it's shrunk in the wash. And here's an ad for a coat. So here's like the big difference here. You see this ad here for this coat. Collinged coat. Collinged. I have no idea how to pronounce that. And it's a big photo. It takes up the whole page and just one coat, compared to the first one we saw with clothes. This one with drawn on pictures, multiple little images, and little text underneath each image. Quite, different. Oh yeah, I started reading this and I found this really interesting. So this is an article about tuberculosis and how people were so afraid of getting TB that they what's the word I'm looking for? Ostracize? I don't know the word I'm looking for, but they didn't want to come near the people that have had tuberculosis, even though they have become well and are released from the sanatoriums and stuff. So here, and I feel like it was the same thing when AIDS came. It was like this stigma around it. No one really knew how you got it at the first when it came, and people were panicking and didn't want to be in the same room as anyone with AIDS, and there was a whole big thing about it. And apparently, this article bases on a female teacher that had TB, tuberculosis, and she was treated in a sanatorium, and she was symptom-free. Hang on, where was it? She had tuberculosis, but the disease is now fully healed, and she can show doctors verifications on it. And still, the teachers wouldn't let the children go to the school out of fear that the teacher would make them sick, that she was contagious. And there's a doctor here that is an expert in tuberculosis that talk about how it's contagious and how it's spread and all of that stuff. And he gets really hurt and upset because was a common thing. People were either they didn't care enough, like we see now with the COVID, we see with the AIDS, and we see with everything. Some people just don't care, and that helps to spread it. And then we have the people that are in turn too cautious and doesn't want to come near the kind of they don't want to be in the same building as someone that coughs right now, or back in the day, same thing. Like they were afraid of people. They wouldn't be in the same room as someone with the cold, or there was a lot of that stuff here. I thought that was kind of interesting, that the way, and I mean, I was too young. I mean, I don't remember much about tuberculosis or anything. I was too young when and all of that stuff. But AIDS were like a big thing when I grew up, and I mean, it's still a big problem, but we don't talk about it as much because it's kind of, we know about it. We know, how it's transferred and all of that stuff. But the way people react to a critical illness or a critical disease has always been pretty much the same. You have the panic group that just don't come near me. I'm gonna isolate myself. Don't come near me. I'm gonna use anything possible just to not get anything from anyone. Go away. And then we have the group that doesn't really care. They might even be sick, and there was later in the article, it was talking about how they spit on the floor, and that could help spread the disease if someone gets it on them and stuff like that. And but I know people that has COVID like we have now, and they got the test and they have the virus, and they still go out in public. And he's talking about people that are like that, but the people that has been to the sanatorium have been taught how to care for themselves and how to protect others and how to protect themselves and all of that stuff. So even if they still have the disease, they shouldn't be, feared. Just use common sense, basically. Like wash your hands and all of that stuff. And I'm thinking again over to AIDS. That was like a huge panic thing when I grew up. And again, then we had the groups that didn't care, and we had the groups that panicked, and then we have like the in-betweeners. And I feel like that's pretty much the way humans are. It seems like that's the way we react to everything. There's always the panickers, and there are always the people that don't care, and then there are the people in the middle. And the people who don't care usually spread more. So there's that. These are, okay, so here we have the royal family of Holland. They're the little, so this is supposed to be Beatrix, heir to the throne. She's 11 at this picture. And then it's Irene and Margrethe. And I don't know if I can pronounce that. Marisk, maybe Marike. I don't know. It's a Dutch name. It's pretty interesting. Actually, our Swedish royal family is a really beautiful family. If you get a chance, the Swedish royal family, they, especially our Prince Philip. He's a good looking guy. He's a good looking little boy. And here we have some questions and how far should kindness stretch? It becomes really strange. This is why Google Translate is isn't really good, because that's the way Google Translate would translate this. But yeah, how far would kindness stretch? How far would your kindness stretch, or something like that? So that's an article about that, and there's a poem called Home. Hem, that is home in Swedish. It's kind of hard to translate that on the fly. 50% cheaper children's clothes within a soon future, within nearby future. Wife Margareta Lundholm, who invented Tork-Lisa, tells about her revolutionary ideas about cut babies' clothes in the fabric. So still wasn't like a main thing to buy like fabric made clothes. Still a big Dutch flowers. So those are tulips, and these are crocus in Swedish. I have to look it up. I put it in the I put it in the description. Look it up. Oh, so here we have some recipes. It's kind of a lot like today's like women's magazines. There are some recipes, and there's some crossword puzzles. There's some interesting. There's some little novels. And here is sewing instructions, actually embroidery. Okay, and here we have some dress patterns, some fashion. So really thick heels. Actually, these shoes looks really comfortable. Paris fashion in Stockholm. Fashion in a nutshell. HM pattern, the wish pattern. Okay. Fun to knit, fun to wear. That's a little knitting sweater, and here you can take a screen dump of that if you want to, or then if you know Swedish, there's that. And a little cartoon, not cartoon, was comic, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Oh, Läkerol, we still have Läkerol. It's like a little pastille that you take a little like ease your throat when your throat hurts a bit. Actually, this here you see Hermods. So this used to be a correspondent course company. So you kind of did it by correspondence. And I just did my courses via them, but I do it online. So now they do online courses instead. So I think that's interesting. And they've been around for a while. I mean, this wasn't their first thing. What can you learn here? You can do... Okay. So you can read languages, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, geography. Pretty much, yeah, they got everything. Machine and workshop technique, uh, electronics, building, chemistry. Yeah, so they're really varied now too, and they have a lot of amazing courses. I wish I could just keep studying forever because I really enjoy it. Actually, it stresses me out, but I still enjoy it. Oh my goodness, this toilet paper is still around. Edith, this toilet paper is still around. That's the toilet paper name, and they still around. Oh, and here's a novel by Agatha Christie. They short it down to fit it in the magazine, but still, I like me some Agatha Christie. Blackhead shampoo, extra mild. Why do you grieve over your hair is death and lifeless? Um, don't you know that it's beautiful and breathtakingly beautiful if you just help the beauty to come through? Um, but the hair's charm has to be washed out, because just in pureness lies the beauty. Wash your hair with a soap-free blackhead, and you regain the hair with its radiant shine and its soft fall. Blackhead gives an gloriously rich, fine lather in the hardest water. Every strand gets richly. It's kind of hard to just direct translate it like that. Every strand of hair gets like really clean from every dust and dirt. Okay. No after rinsing needed. No after rinsing needed. What kind of shampoo is this if you don't need to rinse it out? Why is it called blackhead? Maybe because it's a black head in there, but still weird. Weird. Marry your lotus. So it's ad for cutlery. I really like the style. I mean, look at that. That's pretty. So that's for skin. 3 flowers face powder. Highly absorbent. Do you see anything? It's really shiny from the lights. Perfect wash. It's a little sponge, wash sponge. And here is for dry hair or greasy hair. Now there are 2 kinds of Azimol D. One with red label for dry hair and one with blue label for greasy hair. Okay. And here's another piece of cutlery. And this is soft as rain. Oh, where are we? There we are. Soft as rain and cooling and stimulating. It's a face tonic. And here you have but traffic, National Society for Traffic Safety's främjande. Like, how can I translate that? Like promoting traffic safety, I guess. So it says here, against us, the traffic is the baddest, and there's children. And children under 7 years of age is the mostly exposed in traffic. And then there's a lot of traffic laws. Children under 5 to 7 years can't cope alone in traffic. Never call your child over to the other side of the driveway, to the other side of the road. Walk over and pick it up. Pick it up. That's what it says. Don't let any children under school age cycle in traffic on their own. Well, bike in traffic, I guess, if I translate cykla in Swedish. That's why my translations become a bit strange sometimes. ODC coffee. After a good dinner. It's a lot of Palmolive. Oh, Palmolive, that's still around. A refined, highly personal hairdo. It's Palmolive shampoo. I think I have Palmolive soap somewhere. So this is a fat hand cream. To use at night as a fat hand cream, and the day for beautiful hands. Paulus Real Lily Milk hand balm. Lily milk, okay. So here is apparently something that's delicious. I'm not quite sure what it is. Is it a sandwich spread of some sort? It says Lekeberga is a pure energy for both kids and grown-ups, rich in vitamins. I'm about to say chalk. That's not what I mean. Iron and phosphor, and it's delicious. Try and enjoy. Yeah, it's probably cheese, I would say. And this is a pendulum. Ad for pendulum. And here we have some other correspondence courses. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have? Yay! Pantene. And this is a pill for your hemorrhoids. Yeah, that's been around for a while. An ad for mustard. Now we have to invite the Svenssons over for dinner. A bed ad. That actually looks kind of modern, doesn't it? That bed ad really looks modern. And here's for tummy troubles, and I'm trying to find something that's interesting. I didn't flip through the whole thing before. Here's some soap and a lot of stuff. Oh, it's stuck. There we go. Oh, this is around still. Milda margarine. Is sunshine in the food. Healthy food gives strength and health. Yeah, so that's still around too. Trying to. So that's baby bottle. Some coffee. And here, if you want softer hands and more beautiful skin, it's easy with Erolf's genuine almond milk. So almond milk hand balm, even in creams and tubes. Like, I don't know. Here is some more recipes. That's for slow stomach. Headache. It's there, headache. The albil. And Mama sews after the children's garderobe. I think. I don't know. Kind of hard to translate. Oh my goodness, these are still being sold. The little, you light 4 candles and the angels fly around and hit the little bells there, and it goes ding 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 ding. Yeah, those are still around. That's a cute shoe. Let's see. Here we go. When the baby is expected, then you need a supporting corset that lifts and carry without pressure. Our specially designed gross manufactured corsets gives this support. It's especially comfortable and delightful to wear, something like that. The price is 10.25, so 10 Swedish crowns and 25 öre. Yeah, so you can have them with or without straps. Okay. This is against thumb sucking and nail biting. It's sort of a fingertip that you put, like a little tip that you put on your fingertip. And it's a fluid that you put on your fingers, and when you leave it on, it's gonna leave a clear surface with bad taste. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do you recognize anything that's in here? Anything? Oh, we used to have this. We used to have this, but we had a light blue one. I think it was, or was it gray maybe? This exact one. We used to have that. I think my aunt have it now. Oh, we used to have those. Oh, where are we? There we are. Those kitchen cabinets in a building that was right next to this house that it's torn down now, but we had those exact cabinets in there. I still remember them. I think there's still photos of them. Oh, okay. So don't be too prude, but here's something interesting. The Venus bust from Hollywood, manufactured from the nicest paragum, very natural, made for women with saggy or weakly developed bust. Spare the clothes for women that is breastfeeding. Yeah, so 1940 something, what did I say, 49, and they were having fake boobs already back then. I actually read something, I don't remember where, it was some history magazine I came across, and it talked about how women, especially women, men too, but women has used to wear other things on top to make their bosoms bigger. So it's apparently a very, very old thing. So yeah, There's some ads for hairdressing schools. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in a row for hairdressers and housekeepers, and here are vacant jobs. So we have housekeeper, 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 maid. How do I translate that? It's like a boss for an old age home. This is for someone that can do embroidery. Housemaid that loves children. Housemaid. Unnoticeable girl. They want for a small family. Answer to soon as possible. Okay. And here they want an older lady who wants a home towards taking care of the household, and a sick housewife with 2 lovely children, age 11 and 8. Healthy and kind lady in the age of 50 to 60 years who's willing to take care of everyone in the house. Take care of all the chores in the house for a single wife, something like that. And then they're looking for people that taking care of kids. And that's pretty much. Oh, here they have experienced X-ray nurse. But most of it is housekeepers, and maids, and people to look after kids. Yeah. And here are some happy birthdays for some lovely ladies. And here's another cartoon too, actually. And subscribe to the magazine. And a little cheese advert. "700 housewives applauded Junek's new colorful plug." Plug means clothing, but plug clothing, I guess. Finally, a good children's coats to a decent price. Okay, I like this. Anyway, I thought it was kind of fun to look through this and compare to today's things. Now I just want to buy more and read through them. I bought them to use for my junk journals and stuff, but I kind of enjoy reading it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cut into it. But then again, it's really fragile paper, so it won't really hold up very well for, reading and so for a lot longer. So I might just save, some parts of it in a journal or something to, keep it forever. Because gluing it to different papers kind of help the paper. But then what to pick, because every page has something that I really like. I like these. The week's sincere confession of German's first television lady, Elena Gerhardt from Bremen, German woman, 1949. And then we have here, actors should marry each other. This magazine is called House Mother, actually translated. House Mother is at home with Birger and Britta Malmsten, fishing boy from Gräsö and the bank director's daughters from Helsingborg that found each other in a theater attic, and now work, dream, and hope together. So this is two aspiring actors. So now I'm kind of curious to find out what happened to them. Did they? Because I don't recognize them like this, but maybe if I start Googling them and see them like later on, I might recognize them. I don't know. The beauty queen before the man. The connoisseur of beauty, he wants a beautiful wife. Beauty competitions and beauty queens isn't boring. Begrepp. They're always subject for a lot of interest from the photographer's side. Therefore, it's been a lot of hullabaloo around. Well, it doesn't say hullabaloo, but I don't know about a beauty queen meeting that's been held down in Italy. 8 different nations had its representative, but France won on its medvetenskärm. They're kind of aware of their charm. Trying to find the English words here. Said the press. So that's what French won on. They were like aware of the charm and just used it basically. When you see in this exhibition, is the word I use, of this, the called female beauty, the natural question is to ask the real expert on real beauty, young artists and writers, would you like to have a beautiful wife? And the artist Pelle Åberg, I just sat here and looked at a newspaper cover of beauty types, and I said they look very artificial. A face doesn't become beautiful if you make it like that. So basically, he doesn't like faces with makeup. That's pretty much what he's saying. Continue to page 44. Now I'm curious. He doesn't like faces with makeup. It looks too artificial. Oh my goodness, that's a long one. There. Oh, this was confusing because this column here is continuation from the previous side, from this side. That continues here. And then the continuation from this article here is here. And then we have another one here. So this is a bit confusing. A female face can be thick, it could be crooked, and it could have a lot of other faults, but still be beautiful. The beautiful is in the human, not in the art. Ah, I like that. That sounds good. Here they asked another painter if they wanted a beautiful wife. And he says, I'd rather have a beautiful woman. No, rather than a beautiful woman, I'm looking for someone that is intellectual. The artistic work demand that you have an inspirational connection with your wife. Okay. I like these two artists so far. So the first one doesn't like makeup. He prefers the human beauty rather than the art. And the art isn't like beauty is in the human nature, like in the person. I like this. And the second one here, he wants a wife that is inspirational and that he can have inspirational discussions with, and a lot of that. And he wants us to read out loud together, exchange opinions. But he also says that if you want a model for your artwork, then it's kind of nice to have a beautiful woman, but you have to remember that artists also can see the beauty in the ugly. I like that. An artist can see the beauty in the ugly. I like that. Beautiful. Two things you should think about the choice of a wife, and that is beauty is just the outside and it will fade. And the wife that has a lot of practical skills, that only have practical skills, doesn't have anything to entice you with in the long run. So not just practical and not just beauty, but she has to be inspirational and intellectual. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I've been blabbing for a while. Let me know what you thought about this. Did you recognize any of the ads? Have you seen anything like the project? I mean, Colgate, I think we all seen, and so on. But the rest of it, do you find it interesting? I mean, we are pretty much alike, and we're 80 years later, something like that, 80, 90. Hang on. Where are we now? 2021. So we are, oh, this is 70 years ish, 70 something year ish, 72. And we're still basically the same. Nice to know, isn't it? I'll see you soon with another craft video. I've been trying to upload craft videos every Monday, and I hope to see you in the next one. Talk to you soon. Bye.